Hi, this is Tenny-Brittian. I am here for week 6 of conflict utilization in the Center for Ministry and Lay Training at Phillips Theological Seminary. This is your week 6 VidLecture. Well, 2 years ago, I offered or taped a VidLecture at the Columbia, Missouri Mall. I was working as Santa's chief elf there and found that the mall is quite a place to do a little bit of work and watching around conflict. It remains one of my favorite vid lectures of all of the vid lectures I've taped now over the years. So I am going to replay that for you. It still holds today. I have no doubt it's going to hold in another 10 years because what we're looking at this week is the third and final installment in strategies for utilizing and working with and through conflict. We're looking this week at our own personal conflict styles and our own personal leadership styles. So we have to get real about that if we're going to bring us and the best us we can be to our the conflicts in which we find ourselves. So watch that vid lecture, have a little bit of fun. Imagine me in elf ears at the Columbia Mall having a blast. Most of the time, there are little elf learnings that I could share with you on another day and time, not here, of course. Enjoy it. Enjoy your week. Have a great week and enjoy the self-discovery. I hope you enjoy these inventories that I assign to you and for you. This really, I know I assigned them to you, but I want you to realize or think or know that I am assigning them for you, because the better we can learn about ourselves, the better it is that we can read and see others and be better prepared to not merely have debates or discussions with them, but to have real dialogues. And a lot of us, I may have said this last week, a lot of us work from a defensiveness, and being able to see that in ourselves as well as these other parts of us that you'll ferret out a bit more in this week's inventories. It's going to make a big difference in your life. It will make a big difference in the conflict situations or circumstances, places that you find yourself, but you're also going to find it makes a huge difference in your interactions and your relationship with friends and family. Not to mention the relationship you have with yourself, or that God intends for us to have with ourselves. So I will see you on the discussion boards. Have fun. Take care. Thanksgiving is coming, so we want to put everything we can into this and be prepared for a good Thanksgiving week. That's going to be a little lighter than normal, perhaps. All right. Take care. See you on the boards. Bye-bye. Hi, Tenny-Brittian here again, week 6 of our class on conflict utilization with the ministry training program at Phillips Theological Seminary. Well, this week we're continuing to talk about strategies. It's our third and last week to talk about that, and I, as you may see, am shooting from a mall, the mall, Columbia Mall in Columbia, Missouri. Well, I'm doing this feeling very conspicuous, very oddly, but what better place to make a recording about conflict utilization and about strategies? Because the bottom line is, when it comes to working with and dealing with and deciding how to work with conflict, you feel very bare and laid open and conspicuous, just like making a recording at the mall. Well, this week what we're going to do is a couple of tests, quizzes, analyses of how you deal with conflict, of your leadership style, of your conflict style, because these are so important for dealing with and deciding on what you want to use, on what tactics you'll use, on what approaches you'll use when you're confronted with working with conflict. I'm smiling at the people who are smiling at me. That when you work with conflict, people will smile at you. Often they don't. In fact, more often than not, I just tell people, when I leave here, I wish that you would be feeling better than when I came, but the truth is, you'll probably feel worse. And that's just the way that it is. We each have our own style, and that is so, so important. I have taken a lot of flack for one of my best ways of addressing conflict when I'm with people in a room to intervene, and that is to remember my 16 years of Southern drawl that I acquired in Atlanta. It includes speaking slowly, tilting my head, and bringing the drawl back just a little. I wear very feminine clothes, dresses always, and I wear very nice, generally sweet smelling perfume. Anything to come come off, to be less, look less aggressive than people dealing with conflict often are accused of being. Women, please know that there is a very fine line between being aggressive and being assertive, at least in people's minds. When women are strong, we're often called aggressive, and quite often we are called bitches. I mean, there's no other way to get around that. So to be assertive, you really have to be careful. I've never wanted to be a man, but I will tell you that there are times I've thought, wow, it would be easier to be a man. In those times when my husband can say the exact same thing I would say, and even say it more forcefully, and he can walk and he can breeze through there. He may intimidate people, but he's still able to get away with it. I can say the exact same thing, and without my drawl and my dress, I can be seen as being quite aggressive, as I've said. I have been called that bitch word more than one time. So it's knowing our style, learning what we're comfortable with, learning that we don't wear red into a room, watching our power suits, our power language. Again, looking at what works for you to address conflicts. So that's all, as I'm saying, part of strategizing. You're going to have to do some clicking this week to take these, they're not exactly quizzes, these analyses, I guess that is the best word. Quizzes may be that. Take them, be serious, be honest, and let's just see where you come out. And let's look at the questions, answer the questions, and get an idea of how we can bring this all together. Well, as always, I'm looking forward to seeing you on the discussion forum. Hope that you've had a great weekend, and that this is going to be a great week. We'll have a great week together, won't we? All right, take care. Bye-bye.